Brusco and Call Me Bob together as they come to the first. Followed closely by Meant to Be, Delmar, and Under the Pump. Safely negotiated the first. Brusco, Call Me Bob, out in front together nicely. Followed by Under the Pump, Meant to Be, and Delmar at the rear. All safely negotiated the first three, they make their way around past what will be the finish line on the next round. And Brusco doing nicely on the outside of Call Me Bob. Under the Pump, Meant to Be, not far in behind, and Delmar coming up the rear. The leaders jump out in front very nicely. Lambrusco out jumps Call Me Bob. Meant to Be nicely there with Under the Pump, and Delmar still following in behind. The two leaders jumping nicely together and doing it easily. Lambrusco from Call Me Bob, a couple of lengths back to Meant to Be and Under the Pump. A long way back to Delmar. Swing round, the final three hurdles to go. Lambrusco doing nice work on the outside of Call Me Bob. Couple of lengths back to Meant to Be and Under the Pump. And Delmar bringing up the rear still. Nice jump out in front from the two leaders and the second two horses in behind. They're all jumping well here. Come to the second to last. Lambrusco from Call Me Bob, Under the Pump and Meant to Be. Following up nicely in behind. And Brusco, nice long jump at the last, does it easily. For a nice win under Eric Guru. Followed by Call Me Bob, Under the Pump, and Meant to Be. And Delmar, good spot. Results of the first heat here, 1, 2 and 10. 1.5 by 4 lengths. Waiting on Optimum Sweet to make it back to the start and we'll be underway. Looking set. We're underway. Pierre and Spring and Hard out to the first. Pierre and Spring leads over Optimum Sweet. Hard out just in behind, followed by Casio, Heaps and Beefeater, then Snag back to the rear. Down to the third hurdle, Pierre and Spring. Looking a bit of a short one, was out jumped by Optimum Sweet, followed up by Casio, Hard out, Beefeater and Heaps at the rear. No real urgency as they come round past what will be the finish line on the next round. Pierre and Spring on the inside of Optimum Sweet, doing nice work there. Followed by Casio on the inside of Hard out, Beefeater. This on here was a little there, and Heaps on the outside. They've all made that safely. As they let the front two slide a little bit, Pierre and Spring takes it up from Optimum Sweet, followed by Casio, Hard out, Beefeater and Heaps. Just working into a bit better rhythm here and all jumping well. Pierre and Spring sneaks up on the inside of Optimum Sweet, followed by Casio, Hard out, and at the rear, Beefeater and Heaps. The order's pretty much unchanged throughout as they swing around to the final three. Pierre and Spring leads Optimum Sweet by a couple of lengths from Hard out. Casio back on the inside, followed by Beefeater and on his outside Heaps. Safely over that. The two hurdles to go, and Pierre and Spring looks to be in control here. 1 to go. Order's pretty much unchanged. Fury and Spring comes to the last from Optimum Sweet. Hard out on the outside of Casio. And Beefeater just having a quiet one in behind. Gives the line of heats. So Fury and Spring, number 9, wins comfortably from 4, Sweet Optimum. 14, Hard Out, followed closely by 13, Casio. Official result, 9, 4, 14, half a length by 3 lengths. First out we have Carlsberg, Ferrer and Kuru, Call Me Royal for Nick Downs. Still to come, So Keep 'Em for Tony Moki and Desert Storm, Emily Farr. Tony's got them under starting orders, nearly ready to go here. We're away. Carlsberg and Call Me Royal get away to a good start, and by design, Storm, Desert Storm and So Keep 'Em are taken back. They've all cleared the first nicely. Carlsberg leading So Call Me Royal. They both jumped well, followed by Desert Storm and So Keep 'Em at the rear. They're going a slightly better clip in this third heat here. It's Carlsberg up and over the third. Call Me Royal on his outside, and 4 or 5 lengths back to Desert Storm and So Keep 'Em. So Keep 'Em's taking his hook and he's making his way up to the lead here. Carlsberg still leads by a couple of lengths from So Keep 'Em, Call Me Royal and Desert Storm. Just ridden quietly at the back of the field. They swing around here on the second side. We have Carlsberg on the inside of So Keep 'Em, 3 or 4 lengths ahead of Call Me Royal and 4 or 5 lengths back to Desert Storm. We come to the second hurdle. So Keep 'Em leads Carlsberg by a couple of lengths now. 2 lengths further back to Call Me Royal and still 4 or 5 lengths back to Desert Storm. So Keep 'Em with a nice jump in front. Call Me Royal is working up on his inside. 3 lengths back to Carlsberg and a further 5 lengths back to Desert Storm. They're rolling along nice here with a round still to go. So Keep 'Em on the outside of Call Me Royal. 3 lengths back to Carlsberg, who's working along nicely. And Desert Storm is slowly tagging on and going to come up the inside of Carlsberg. We have So Keep 'Em jumping nicely on the outside of Call Me Royal. 5 lengths back to Carlsberg and Desert Storm sneaking up on his inside. And out in front here as they jump the final hurdle down this side, as they swing around to the final 3, we have So Keep 'Em on the outside of Call Me Royal. Desert Storm is stalking them and 4 or 5 lengths back to Carlsberg. They swing around here to the final 3 and we have Call Me Royal out in front, followed by Desert Storm tracking him. 4 lengths back to a weakening So Keep 'Em and Carlsberg getting to the outside of him. We approach the third to last. Call Me Royal jumps it nicely, just leading Desert Storm. 3 lengths back to Carlsberg and So Keep 'Em tiring. Carlsberg and So Keep 'Em ploughed through that, but the 2 leaders come to the final fence. Desert Storm out jumps Call Me Royal and goes on to win that heat nicely, followed by Call Me Royal, 10 lengths back to Carlsberg and a further 7 or 8 lengths back to So Keep 'Em. So official result, Heat 3, 20 Desert Storm wins from 19 Call Me Royal, 18 Carlsberg. Official margins are neck by 10 lengths. 3 Mishka, Emily Farr. 4 Capella Heights, Tony Moki. 5 Lakey, James Levi. And 7 Joe Cargo, Hamish from there. We're away under a bit of a staggered start, but Capella Heights and Joe Cargo get away well from Mishka and Laykeeper just quietly at the back for the meantime. All safely negotiate the first. Capella Heights nicely in front from Joe Cargo. Just in behind is Mishka, and 4 lengths back to the Laykeeper. Capella Heights, the chance here at that fence, but stood up. Leads Joe Cargo 2 lengths. Mishka just sneaking up on the inside to be level with Joe Cargo, and 3 lengths back to Laykeeper, James Seabright. As they swing around the bend to the next 3 hurdles, we have Capella Heights leading 4 lengths from Mishka. Joe Cargo's dropped back to 3rd, and a further 2 lengths back to a hard-held Laykeeper. They approach the first of 3 hurdles down this side, and there's Capella Heights well out in front. Nice jump from Mishka. Joe Cargo just got a little bit close there, but he's still standing. The Laykeeper is having a look at all of them. They'll jump that nicely, and Laykeeper sneaking up the inside of Joe Cargo. They come past what will be the finish now with a round to go. We have Capella Heights leading from Mishka, Capella and Joe Cargo all bunched up here as they swing around past the stables with a round to go. Capella leading nicely here from Laykeeper, just getting on heels a little bit as Mishka goes up outside. Big jump to take the lead here, and Joe Cargo follows up on his outside. So it's changed complexion a little bit with Mishka leading from Capella Heights and Joe Cargo together. Laykeeper tucked in behind, just stalking them. They all clear that nicely, injecting a little bit of speed into this final heat as they swing around with 3 hurdles to go. Laykeeper sneaking up the inside, stalking Mishka. They go out of vision for a second, but they're back here, and there's a wall of 3 horses. Laykeeper on the outside from Mishka, and so keep him on the inside. 3 lengths back to Joe Cargo. 3 flights of hurdles to go. They've all jumped it nicely as Laykeeper leads from Mishka, Capella Heights and Joe Cargo. 1 flight to go. Laykeeper is doing it easily. Big jump, out jumps them. Goes on to score nicely. From Mishka doing good work throughout. Followed back by Capella Heights and Joe Cargo running on late. Official result: 5 Laykeeper from 3 Mishka and 4 Capella Heights. Official margin 1 by 1.